Hello everyone, it's Elizabeth. In this video, I have 7 Nailtopia nail polishes to share with you. Nailtopia is a new to me brand. I've seen them at Ulta and I'll definitely have the links in the description box where you can check out these polishes. So I'm going to be doing a live swatch application video to show you the formulas of these polishes, and we're going to find out if I like them or not. So if you're interested in seeing swatches of these polishes, then just keep on watching. This first shade is called Glow Up, and this is a pretty yellow, kind of leaning orange polish. Right off the bat, I'm impressed with this formula. I love that the brush is more of a paddle brush. It's not a thin brush. I do like a wider brush, and I do think that it helps you paint your nails a lot better. The formula is fantastic. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. It is really easy to work with. I will say that the first coat is a little bit streaky with this polish, but the opacity is definitely there, so I think in 2 coats this one will be completely opaque. So such a pretty and fun color for summer. There's the first coat. Here's the second coat. And this one does cover completely in 2 coats. This is a pretty unique polish. It definitely is a yellow nail polish, but it has a little bit of that orange, kind of like tangerine color in it that makes it pretty unique in my collection. I really like it. I think it'll be really pretty for some summer nail art. So if you'd like to see that, I'm sure I'll do some on my Instagram at the Elizabeth Ann. So there are 2 coats of Glow Up. This polish is called So Fresh, So Clean, and this is their pure white nail polish. The formula is just a little bit streaky on that first coat, but overall a decent formula. I did just do a white polish comparisons video on my channel, and I can leave that as a card for you to check out if you'd like to see how this polish compares to the other whites that I have in my collection. It's definitely not the most opaque white, but it does have a pretty decent formula. So there is the first coat. Here's the second coat of So Fresh, So Clean. And for me, this one does cover completely in 2 coats. But I think if you do just some thinner coats, you might end up needing 3. But overall, this is a pretty decent polish. Probably not my favorite white, but white nail polish is a must-have for any collection, any nail polish collection that you have. So I love a good white nail polish. So there are 2 coats. This bright pink shade is called Bird of Paradise. This one covers really well with the first coat, and it is such a fun, bright polish for summer. It's going to bring out any tan. I'm sure I have a polish like this in my collection, but in the past, I've never been the biggest fan of pink, so I never really paid attention to the pinks that I had in my collection. But maybe I'll do like a neon pink comparison video later on down the road to see how this one compares to the others. If you notice with that first coat how the polish kind of pulled away from my cuticle and the tips of my nails, that's because before I swatch each polish, I add some cuticle butter to my cuticles to make sure that they're nice and hydrated for the swatch pictures. I do remove the residue with a brush and acetone, but sometimes some is left on my nail and then the nail polish reacts to the residue, but that has nothing to do with the formula of this polish. The formula is fantastic. I just had residue that I didn't remove completely from my nail, so I just thought I'd point that out. But this one does cover completely in 2. It's super bright. I'm hoping the camera is picking up how bright this polish is, because a lot of times neon polishes don't have the greatest formulas, but this one is definitely not the case. It has a really fantastic formula. This bright purple shade is called Curveball. This one also has a really decent formula, and it'll definitely be completely opaque in 2 coats. It is a fun, bright purple shade. I'm not sure it's super unique in my collection. I do have a lot of purples, especially from Zoya, but I do really like the brush on this polish better than the regular Zoya brush. I wish Zoya polishes came with their wider brush, because I love a wider brush, and I really, really love the brush on these polishes. It's super easy to work with. So there's the first coat. Here's the second coat, and with this one being more of a neon polish, it's typical that neon polishes do dry a little bit matte, so if you want this one nice and shiny, definitely add a top coat, and I would recommend adding a top coat regardless because it's going to help prolong the life of your manicure. This one does cover completely in 2. it is a really pretty color, especially fun for summer. So there are 2 coats. This polish is called Red Hot Summa. This one has a fantastic formula, pretty much covers completely in the first coat. I will still do 2 coats just because I like to do 2 coats of nail polish anytime I'm painting my nails regardless. This is a really fun bright red polish. I will say it does lean more on the orange side on the red scale, and I'm not the biggest fan of reddish oranges with my skin tone, but if you are looking for one that you think orange red polishes look good with your skin tone, this is a fantastic one. It has an amazing formula. So there's the first coat. Here's the second coat. And since this one was pretty much completely opaque in the first coat, of course the second makes sure that it is completely opaque. It honestly isn't looking too orangey on my nails right now, so I think I could wear this one as a full manicure, but I still do prefer more of a pinky red. But like I said, if you do love a more bright orangey red polish, this is definitely going to be a great one for you to pick up. This fun purple glitter polish is called Jomo. This one is pretty sheer on the first coat. So this one will probably need 3 coats to become completely opaque, but you could definitely use this one as a topper over really any color nail polish that you wanted for a transformative look. If you put it over white, it's going to give the white this purple tinted glitter. You could put it over purple to just make your purple nail polish glittery in 1 coat, but I will try to build this one up to complete opacity. Here's the second coat. And this one covers a little bit more in 2, but I'm still going to need a 3rd. I'll probably stop at 3 because I typically wouldn't paint my nails with any color if it's past 3 coats. The only color that I do paint 4 coats on my nails is Essie Gelato, just because I love that polish and I think the color payoff is worth it. But I will stop at 3 even if this one isn't completely opaque, but you can see the color definitely builds up in 2. Here's the 3rd coat. This one's almost completely opaque in 3, but it's still not quite there. So if you did want this polish to look completely opaque, I would recommend doing 1 or 2 coats of a purple polish that kind of matches the purple base in this polish, and then paint 1 or 2 coats of this glitter on top of that one. You can barely make out my nail line, so honestly 3 coats is definitely doable, but if you want this one to be even more opaque, that would be my recommendation. The final polish I have to share with you is called Shooting Stars, and it is a dark navy blue glitter polish. Kind of reminds me of the galaxy, especially with the name Shooting Stars. This one's really pretty. The base is a little more opaque than the other purple glitter, so it'll probably cover completely in 2 or 3. But still a great formula and a really pretty and unique glitter. Here's a second coat of Shooting Stars. And this one does cover completely in 2 for me. I did do a little bit of a thicker second coat, so depending on how thick your coats are, you might want 3 for this one. But it is such a beautiful shade. I think it'd be really fun for doing some galaxy nail art. So again, check out my Instagram. I might do that depending on how much time I have. I think it'd be really fun anyway. So there are 2 coats. So that is it for my swatch and review video of these Nailtopia polishes. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more swatch videos and things like that. So let me know in the comments what you think of these polishes, what one was your favorite, and if you'll be picking any of these up. Again, the links will be below where you can check these out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!